my name is Rikki Schwartz. I've been here for 3 weeks. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I've never been to a fitness retreat before. I was nervous, I was scared, but I was at the point in my life where I realized I had to change my attitude about exercise, and I couldn't think of a better way to do it, and I was right. There is no better way to do it. The trainers here are not only knowledgeable and smart and amazing at what they do, but they're also kind and compassionate. And they meet their campers halfway, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. So just about every need you could possibly need met, they're there for that and more. I've never had a more challenging experience. I've never had a more rewarding experience, ever. And I think it was everything I'd hoped for and more. It's really kind of an amazing place.
Were you scared when you got here?
I was petrified to come. Petrified in a kind of way that I don't think I'd ever been in my life, because I knew that exercise was something that I'd equated with being painful and humiliating and discouraging. And once I got here, I realized that there's a difference between painful and uncomfortable, and the trainer helped me to understand what's tolerable, what is uncomfortable, and that if you go past that wall, which I was never willing to do before, the results are amazing, both physically and emotionally. It's pretty incredible.
Are you scared of a gym now?
You know, gyms are something that used to be extremely intimidating. I would say they won't intimidate me anymore, that's for certain. I don't know, every gym is different, so I think now I'll be able to shop around gyms and find ones that I feel comfortable, that have a demographic that's similar to mine. But for the first time in my life, I think that I will know what I'm shopping for, and I will absolutely pursue going to a gym, which I never thought I would say before.
Now, you had some injuries while you're here. Were we able to work around those?
I had 2, actually. One that I came with, and one that was created just from a lot of cardio and a lot of stress on my leg. And the trainer was able to help me stretch and roll out what is called the IT band, so that the pain in my hip went away immediately. And the pain that I came with, which was an injury to my foot, they just found exercises that worked around it. Day in, day out, hour in, hour out. They just found modifications to every single exercise so that I could keep working with the rest of the group and never have to just sit down and stop because of the injury.
So the camp was tailored to you, right?
Camp was tailored to me much more than I ever thought would be possible. I couldn't imagine, not only were they willing to tailor to me and the other campers' particular physical limitations, but they were very creative in doing so. And that's how I know they have such a vast knowledge of anatomy and physiology and aerobics and anaerobics. And it was that knowledge and that compassion that I think sets them apart from any other group that could even try to do anything like this.
And then what was your favorite part of Unite Fitness Retreat?
The people, the trainers. The trainers were a different kind of human being. Like I mentioned before, that they were kind, and I really make a special point of saying the word kind because I knew they'd be nice. It's their job to be nice. But there's a difference between nice and kind. One comes from the heart, and I've really never known kinder people in my life. And I've known a lot of people.
Well, are you pleased with your results?
I am. Physically, I didn't even expect really to see the results that I had. I really came here to have a different attitude toward fitness. So I really didn't have a particular expectation when it came to weight loss or inches loss. And I'm looking very forward to my weigh-in tomorrow. I can certainly see an enormous difference with and without clothes. At my 2-week weigh-in, I had already lost around 10 pounds and several inches. So that was a blessing. Not what I was pursuing, but I'm not complaining. And I can't wait to see tomorrow what the total is.
Excellent. And how did you like the food here at Unite Fitness Retreat?
There was 2 things I loved about the food. Number 1, it was delicious. And I guess you don't always know what healthy food's going to taste like. But the recipes, again, just like the trainers, were imaginative and creative and flavorful and beautifully seasoned. And I didn't expect the meals to be such that I never experienced all of those cravings that you have when you're not eating food on a low glycemic index. I'd known about low glycemic index food for years, and I knew that it was supposed to keep those highs and lows in terms of hunger and energy at bay and keep them constant. But I had no idea that I would spend 3 weeks here and never once be starving or have a craving or wish I could have a different food or wish I could have more food. Never one time. That was shocking.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to say about the camp?
No, I just want, particularly women, I can only really speak to women because I am one, and I understand what it's like to be afraid of this kind of program. Believe me, I really understand what it's like to be afraid of this kind of program. And I cannot begin to tell you how much you will be thankful if you just take the plunge, trust the trainers, and go home with a smile on your face like I am.
Excellent.